Alright, here we go, another 5th gen battle, and this time it's got significantly better quality because it's actually recorded off an emulator, and thanks to Shark Gamer for giving me a Des movie that actually only records the top screen. Yeah, that's quite helpful, I'd say, because I don't have to crop it down anymore and lose the quality, and it looks just better and more awesome. I can't be bothered waiting for them to fix NOS GBA, which pretty much sucks anyway. So here we go, Metagross takes down the T-Town in one hit with a Meteor Mash, which isn't good. And he gets a crit, and that's probably why it went down in one hit. It wouldn't surprise me if it was only because of the crit, but you know, I don't know these things off the top of my head unlike some people. So anyway, I bulk up here, thinking I can just completely wall this Metagross. And of course I forgot he actually packs Explosion. But anyway, Explosion will not take me out because of the nerf, because, yeah, got nerfed. Defense doesn't get halved by explosions anymore, which means it does half the damage it would usually do. Which, you know, isn't good for people who use Explosion regularly, but for me, it is pretty good. So here, this is, I don't know what happens now, I don't care really. Of course I actually do care, but you know, this repercussion is pretty damn good. It has Drain Punch now. Mach Punch, Drain Punch, both can be got from Hitmonchan if you teach it the Drain Punch TM in Generation 4. And yeah, you can get loads of health back with that because of the bulk ups, and it's 140 base special attack. No, not special, physical. Why do we get those two mixed up? I don't know how the hell I managed that. But anyway, he's going to have to force me to switch out here with his Encoring Aerophone. So in comes the Geogenie, Rankorosu, no, not Randorosu, that's it, yeah. They have similar names, and I use both regularly. It gets a bit confusing. So anyway, he's stun spored, and I noticed playing on the ladder last night for about 8 hours that is usually what they will do first, as opposed to second. They would just stun spore first, ask questions later. So now, here we go, in comes a Gliscor. And I Stone Edge thinking, I don't know, I didn't know he was going to switch there, I don't think I predicted that at all. Then he's going to sub me and I'm just going to end up missing because of Sandvale hacks, which sort of sucks, but you know, not much you can do about hacks, is there? Loads of people complain about hacks all the time, but you know, there's not much you can do about it. Get over it, God. Get over it, man, seriously. You can't do anything about it, unless it's Jirachi, of course, and it's stalling you out with Iron Head flinch hacks. That is annoying. Serene Grace is basically just asking for trouble. So now Stone Edge will miss again for me, but he hits. This time we both miss, I think. Yeah, we both missed on that turn, which sort of sucks, you know. So now I think we both hit on this turn, which is the complete opposite of what happened before. And finally, I managed to break the sub. It took me 4 turns to break that. So now I switch out knowing that I'm being a complete idiot staying in, because he's going to take me out next. And it's a good job I did, really. I managed to keep it for Death Fodder later on, which, you know, is pretty good. So in comes my Pringle Fish, which could completely wall this thing, except it doesn't. Although, you know, I do force the switch to Aerophone, which is pretty cool. I go for the Ice Beam, which is the smart move, instead of Boiling Water, because that would have done like nothing then. Although maybe it would have burnt, which would have been pretty helpful, I suppose. So now I think he goes for the Leech Seed here, pretty sure he does, yeah. With his +1 priority that he gets from Mischievous Heart, that is good. It's guaranteed to go first. It's guaranteed! So Ice Beam will not take it out, but it will freeze. So yeah, pretty cool, huh? Look at that, it goes blue! And it stops in mid-air. And that's pretty cool. I suppose, well, they've been doing that for ages in every other series, so why is it taking Pokemon so long to get to the stage where it's got animated sprites, damn it? I don't question the logic. Who cares? So, anyway, he's frozen. I should have recovered, or maybe switched. Either would have done quite well, I suppose, but no, I just decided, let's just kill it now. And it's not the best idea to do that, to be honest. So now in comes the Gliscor again. And he goes for another sub on the... No, he's not switch. I just recover. And that's why he went for the sub, because he knew I wasn't going to try and attack him. And obviously I don't try and attack him because, you know, So it sucks, to be honest. But yeah, I think I'm going to. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I think I use like ice beam here or boiling water. That was it. Yeah, the earthquakes. I just get the boiling water off on it, and I think I break the sub. Of course, yeah, of course I do. Yeah, just about live that. And oh no, I don't break the sub. I missed due to the Sandvale hacks. That's pretty bad. So now whatever switches in is going to have to deal with a substitute, which isn't good. And he's just finished off my Brindlefish with the leech seed. Not fair. Then comes the Nattery, which will not get leech seeded, and anyways everything's dead, so he can't leech seed anyway. So now, why does he switch there? I don't know. Oh, I get it, yeah. Chandra. He was trying to fake that it was Shadow Tag, but it wasn't. Because, you know, anyone who uses Shadow Tag Chandra is a dick, quite frankly. Because that's just the most annoying thing ever. Same goes for people who use Perversity on Geroda. You know who you are. Don't use it against me. It will not go down well at all. So anyway, I switch my Genie for Death Fodder, and he goes for a Will-O-Wisp. If I just brought my Repulsion in, it could have got a boost. Except then it would have gone down the next turn to a Flamethrower. Which is precisely what happens next. Sorry for giving that away like 5 minutes before it actually happens, but that's what happens. So in it comes and gets burned to death by a flamethrower, which is very, very powerful indeed. And I can't hit him first because Mach Punch doesn't hit ghosts, of course, unless you have Scrappy, which isn't one of the abilities that the Repulsion will be able to get. In comes Rankrusu now, and I'm pretty confident I can survive at least one hit. And I do, yeah, Shadow Ball will not take me out, but mine will take him out. Because, you know, it's not as bulky as Rankrusu here. Chandra's got like hardly any HP and it's pretty frail in other respects. It's just got sort of alright speed here, base 80. It's like, yeah, sort of alright I suppose. But the 145 base special attacks where it's at, and that's like the best special attack ever, except on Ubers. Now he's gonna scald my Rankrusu with his boiling water from a Milotic, and I'm like, no, no, don't you dare burn my Brian, damn it. Well, he's gonna obviously switch. No, he isn't. He's gonna try and burn me first with his boiling water, but that doesn't work. So I get some leech seed off on him, and get my health back, and then he switches to his Gliscor, of course. No, not his Gliscor. Wait, is it his Gliscor he goes to, or is it his T-Time? I'm not sure. I forget. But anyway, I know he switches and I get spikes up on the switch, that's all I know. That's what I remember anyway. So yeah, here we go, here's the switch. To his Tyranitar as I guessed, and spikes are set up. Only one layer though. So now your superpowers does quite a bit of damage, but not enough to take it out because Natteray's got absolutely crazy defenses. I mean, like base 135 and 115 or something. And its HP is maybe not the best HP ever, but it'll do. It doesn't need to be a completely massive tank to take hits, it just takes them, with those huge defences. It's like Porygon 2, but better, with more support moves. It's got some really awesome support moves. I mean, you can have Spikes and Leech Seed on the same set. Yeah, and Thunder Wave as well. Pretty unusual, but yeah, pretty cool as well. So now I'm gonna have to, you know, power whip this thing because he's got a sub up and there's nothing else I can do. Thunder Wave will not affect, and even though it's sub anyway, it's ground type, it will not affect, despite the rumours you may have heard. Those were proven false days after the release of the game. Actually, as soon as I got it, that was one of the first things I tested. Just went out in the desert using a zebra to try and paralyze a croc, and it didn't work. So yeah, disproved. Busted, as they would say on Mythbusters. But now this is just basically me just trying to power whip him to death while he subs and occasionally fires off an earthquake, and that is pretty much all I can say here. All I've got really to say now is, this is my standard team. I love this team. I used it on the Pokemon Online ladder for like 8 hours last night, and it got to number 70 in the end. At times I was in the top 20, but then I just get hacked for like 5 matches in a row, and then get knocked down to like the low 80s or something ridiculous like that, and then have to battle my way back up. And yeah, I've now established that the mole is pretty much justified in its hype, but isn't unbeatable. Unless it's a balloon. God, I hate the balloon. So annoying. Oh god. And also perversely Geroda can go die in a hole. Yes, that thing is painful. So anyway, that is the end of that battle. Quite a good game there, Nanospeck. And hopefully we shall have more black and white battles up at some point in the future.